that's when...
Hey guys, welcome back to the video. Today we're going to be reacting to Domics again. And we're going to watch his latest video. Childhood memories. Let's go!
I've been alive for over 28 years now, and despite having significant events in my life, I have some pretty random assortment of memories from my childhood. Take my
As you can see, he's improved in animation.
It's supposed to represent the day I entered adulthood, but I actually don't remember what I did that day. It was a Saturday, so I wasn't at school, but I was in architecture, so I was definitely doing homework. I know I didn't hold a big party, so I probably just had a nice dinner with my family. Except I don't even remember where we ate. So I don't recall my adulthood birthday from 10 years
you
ago.
You could write those.
I do remember the last night I was in the Philippines 20 years ago before immigrating to Canada. I guess you can debate that moving away would be a pretty significant event, but when I was 6, I didn't understand how far Canada was and how life-changing this move was actually going to be. Anyway, I remember that night not because we had a long travel ahead of us, but because I was sleeping on the floor in the living room.
His hair, man.
I guess so once we wake up, it would be easier to
old style of hair.
I was a little restless and was tossing around and then turned towards the couch. And that's when a cockroach
it was an art
and
it was this art style
away from my
but I got scared as well when I saw the cockroach.
That's it. That's my last memory before moving. In grade 2, when we first moved to Canada, I made a friend who invited me to come over and play with his Transformer toys. I get to his house and we go to his room. And me, already being a troll at that age, I go straight to his dresser and open one of the drawers. I find his underwear and pull one out and yell, "Ooh, underwear!" Like he's supposed to be embarrassed of it or something, like, haha, I wear these too, but I'm gonna make fun of you for it. Kids are such jerks. He laughs nervously, and then we proceed to play with his toys. And that's how I remember Marcus. A chubby kid with cool toys that wore tighty-whities like me. In grade 4,
I don't wear white underwear because it's going to be messier.
With a bunch of kids.
A lot of stains instead of dark colored underwear. Or color underwear.
I was hiding out between two portables.
We used to play extreme tag when I was younger.
Which wasn't
like when they tag you like that, we don't do that. We pushed you a lot, like strongly push you, like
blocked my exit.
There
was maybe 3 to 4 meters between the portables, which gave me a tiny bit of room to try and juke my way past the hunter, except there was a loose nail sticking out of one of the portables, which caught my shirt as I was escaping and made a huge tear right under my armpit and also gave me a big cut. But I was more embarrassed than pained, so instead of going to a teacher for some help...
That happened to me as well, though, when I was still a varsity player.
Hard. I played to win.
I tried to chase the ball. I tried to chase the ball, and there was a net of metal wires,
as if it was a sign of weakness,
so it wouldn't hit. But I was too slow, so I got hit. So I got blood somewhere. I don't remember where it is.
But that you want to call it. And we were playing basketball. If you've ever met me in person and thought I'm really short, well, you're right to assume that I was the smallest kid in my class for the duration of my childhood. We were split up into teams.
Almost all Asians are small, though.
Bloody good players who were black. At one point, we were on the opponent's side, and my teammate was in a position
now Asians are so huge
to my other taller
6 feet
and
tall.
more skilled teammate. He passed to me. I went for a 3. Cash money.
Really?
And even though I scored, my teammates still complained like, "Hey man, why didn't you pass to me?" And Mark replied with, "What? Dom is a good shot." Which was a lie. I mean, I was decent, definitely not as good as the other guy, but I feel like Mark just said that to justify his choice. And even though I probably only scored like 1 more point for the rest of the game, I had such a huge boost of self-confidence after hearing those encouraging words.
Well, yeah, you scored a point, like adrenaline, I think, or confidence boost. That's what keeps the player going. Once they score, everything's normal. Of course, you're gonna be nervous at first, but everything. As soon as you get started, get a layup. That's where you're gonna be comfortable.
To that song is literally the only thing I know how to play on the piano, and so I requested to play, sat down, and played the intro to the song in hopes to impress Stephanie. Afterwards, the other kids, including Stephanie, cheered me
In
on
every
because
anime,
they
only colored
thought
hair.
it was dedicated to Bridget, another girl who
And
openly had a crush on
every
me.
colored,
I guess from my little performance,
only colored.
those feelings
What am
were
I saying? Only colored hair
They weren't.
in
but I
anime
didn't want to
are the
embarrass
main
them by trying
characters,
to correct
unlike the
them.
other people with no hair.
Yeah, I
Unlike
just
Saitama.
went with it.
Saitama has hair, and
This
he
last
is the
one
main
was
character.
kind of a suppressed memory because I was
Yeah,
so
he's the main
embarrassed
character.
by
That's
what
why
happened.
it's called One Punch.
Also, TMI warning. Alright, so growing up, after
TMI?
pooping, I
What's
was
TMI?
taught to use what we Filipinos call a tabo, a small
Yeah, we have
bucket
those.
with a handle that we fill up with water to wash our butts with. That's
It's
right, we believe
yeah, it's
toilet
true.
paper alone isn't enough. At a young age, I was too weak to
Yeah,
carry
in
the
America,
tabo on my
people
own
just
with
use
one
your
hand because obviously
paper
I needed
towels.
the other to wash my ass. So usually when I was done delivering the package, I'd yell for my parents or older sister to help pour the water while I cleaned myself.
True.
We were at a
Because
friend's house
here
and
in
parents
the
had to
Philippines,
head out for a
we
bit.
clean with water,
Us
so it's
kids at the
more clean,
Destiny
not
determined
just
that
tissue
I had
paper.
to poop exactly in the time frame they were absent, so naturally I
We
had
use
to
a
depend
bidet.
on my older sister
Not a bidet
to
where
help
you
me out once
separate
I was done dropping the mail. Except
toilet.
I had to go
A bidet
really
that is
bad
actually
and
just a
didn't get a
spray.
chance to warn my sister
Like a garden
ahead of
hose.
time to keep an ear out for my call. And so I'm there on the toilet, finished with the load. I left the door slightly ajar so I could be heard, and at first I called
I don't
out to
remember.
my
Maybe
sister
at one
on
time.
medium volume,
I'm not sure. I fell inside the toilet
which
because
in
I
Tagalog
was.
means older sister or a respectful term for a girl.
I fell on the toilet. I don't remember, but I hit my head in the
And so I
toilet.
kept calling out,
Not toilet.
increasingly
The
getting
drain.
louder until I was heard. And surely enough, I was.
The-
Except
where
it
you're
was
washing
my
your hands.
sister who came to greet me. It was the family friend. And when you're caught on the toilet,
so
there's
weird.
actually nothing you can do to minimize how defenseless you look. She laughed hard, and I just had to take it until she got a whiff of my aroma and then left the scene. Maximum embarrassment. And so from that day on, I matured into independence, never again having to rely on anyone to assist me in cleaning myself after a poop.
I forgot the sound. Where's that from?
Because now I rely on technology.
Oh yeah, now that's
Bidet.
a bidet. That's an automatic bidet.
One thing I do learn along
what we
with
have is like a garden
as well
hose,
is the
which when you
internet,
press it,
especially
it
for
press.
entertainment. A lot of you might be aware of the recent
What's that
passing of
sound? I
Article
forgot.
9 in the European Union, which in
Oh,
summary
Dragon
holds
Ball.
media hosting platforms liable for the content posted on their website, and therefore puts content creators at risk of being overly filtered or blocked in certain parts of the world.
And he's in Canada.
You can protect
And it's
yourself
crazy
from these
though.
restrictions and
In Canada, you have free education. I didn't even know you had that. It's free, free education. Now I know that a lot of people go there. Why? They get free stuff, which is great. I really want this. I just really don't have money. I want VPN, so you'll get the protection of what you. Oh wait, why am I doing this? But yeah, still, I like VPN because if you're traveling in another country, you actually need it because there's a lot of banned websites that you can't access, like Google Maps. When I was in Guangzhou and Shanghai, it was really hard to travel because we didn't know what VPN was. Well, I didn't know what a VPN was. I relate a lot since I am Filipino and we use those tabo. It's tabo, 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 tabo. We say it hard or strong. You say it tabo. You don't say tabo or whatever. How you put it in a fancy way. You say it in a fancy way. You say it the hard way. Tabo. I'm not sure. I'm not good at Filipino as well. I can speak Filipino, but I'm not really good at Filipino. That's it. Hope you guys like the video. Leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think. Share this video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you for watching, and that's all for me. See you in the next one. Subscribe.
Hope you guys like the video. Leave a like and subscribe. And click that bell button so you get notified when I post another video.
Subscribe. Subscribe. Watch time. Actually, watch the whole video. Please, watch all my videos. I need watch time.